it's Silly Girl Blue back with another video, and today I want to talk about the new updates on the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni drama that Candace Owens has so graciously shared with us. Now, we can't be 100% sure that her source is reliable or even honest, but I wanted to talk about how my theory fits in really well with what her source is saying. So on Candace's story, she posted, "This person is alleging that everything started when Ryan Reynolds decided to stroll onto the movie set one day and review the dailies, which are the footage that they filmed that day. He then also decided to take a look at the script, and between the two, something allegedly set him off. I'm thinking maybe he viewed some chemistry between the two that he felt was real. This person claims, and Candace says she cannot completely verify, that the production assistants then overheard Ryan and Blake having an argument in her trailer. I too believe that this drama has a lot to do with Ryan Reynolds, because we all know a few men that are arrogant in the same ways that he so clearly is. Him having more involvement still does not take any blame off of Blake, because these types of men marry women who agree with their extreme views, and it doesn't condone the fact that she did blackface and other horrible things and said horrible things to people. She's still, in my eyes, a bully. And knowing the type of pick-me that Blake Lively is, when she married Ryan Reynolds, she probably thought that she would be the one to change him, only to figure out this far down the line that to him, she's just not special. She's just another piece of his property, another thing that puts his puzzle together. First, we need to talk about the fact he already had a failed marriage under his belt. And when he met Blake Lively and they started flirting together on set, he was still married.
You guys can see impossibly likable, and it's true. But Hal Jordan, he inherits these superpowers, and to have somebody who still carries such humility and wit and intelligence was so much fun to work with, because Hal and Carol are rivals. In the air, they're both fighter pilots. They go neck and neck. I always say head to head. I don't know.
Ankle to ankle.
I say so wrong.
And I think at this point, from all the hints that ScarJo has dropped, we can decipher that the relationship ended because she was a bigger and better actress than he was. She is stated here saying, "The logistics of being with another actor are challenging. There has to be real understanding of how you share your time, especially when two people's careers are going at the same rate, or even if one person is more successful than the other. That also proves challenging. I believe that Ryan's ego could not handle Scarlett Johansson. She really didn't need him for anything, and men like Ryan Reynolds only feel like men when they have complete control and when you need them to just survive. Because of this, he could not control her or really even help her in any way, which meant that they were equals. And so she didn't have to put up with his shitty behavior and actually had the courage to leave him. Something I don't think Blake would ever do, because her pride would just not let her do it. And because she is now 4 kids deep with this man, I assume her family would not appreciate the image of one of their children being a single mother. As bad as that sounds, I believe Blake settled for the wrong man for the wrong reasons, and now she's paying the price." The next thing on Candace's story says, "The next part is what has been alleged via their lawsuits. Ryan and Blake, perhaps in response to her husband's anger, then began inserting themselves in an effort to change lines and change scenes. After Ryan saw the clips of them that day, that is when all of a sudden he became super invested in the movie. I truly believe Ryan could not handle seeing his wife communicate, spend time with, collaborate with, and make friends with another man who has all the qualities that Ryan lacks. So when he discovered the friendship and chemistry between the two, he went full psycho mode, probably because it reminded him of the way that him and Blake were on the Green Lantern when he literally cheated on his wife with Blake. I assume Blake then just had to go along with everything and even make up white lies along the way to appease her husband's insecurities. I also heard someone mention that every time Blake has tried to make a comeback to acting in the past, she has popped up pregnant shortly after. Just something to think about." So on Candace's next slide, it says, "It's clear Ryan was determined to humiliate and win against Justin Baldoni. He went so far as to include lines in his separate movie, Deadpool and Wolverine, about having an intimacy coordinator on set and making fun of Justin Baldoni's feminism and his podcast."
But in here, everybody calls me Nice Pool. Oh my goodness, wait till you see Lady Pool. She is gorgeous. She just had a baby too, and can't even tell.
I don't think you're supposed to say that.
That's okay. I identify as a feminist.
Little flirt out of your sight for 1 second, and she starts shopping for a new papa.
Why are you so nice? It costs nothing to be kind.
Shutting the fuck up is also free.
Caliente. Where's your mask? Come on, guys. Oh, this guy.
Tiny spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie, but there's this moment where one of the characters is using their powers to like root around in someone's mind. And Deadpool kind of crudely says, I'm getting mind effed. Where's the intimacy coordinator in this movie?
The real reason I think, in my opinion, that Ryan makes fun of Justin Baldoni is because Ryan could never be half the man that Justin is. And men like Ryan cannot understand how there are real men in the world that could have any other thought process than their own. And if a man does have a different thought process than Ryan, then Ryan assumes that it's all fake and an act. When in reality, there are plenty of men who don't cheat, don't view their wives as property, actually trust their wives because they didn't get their wife by fucking her on a movie set, and that go through many trials and tribulations that they then mature from and gain empathy from. Something I don't think Ryan Reynolds has ever done. Candace goes on to say, my source says that Justin Baldoni is legitimately a good guy who truly wanted to do this project, but he cares deeply about women's issues. After hearing this, and I've heard a lot of people say that Justin Baldoni is a really great guy, I assume Blake probably did catch some sort of feelings for Justin, even if she didn't want to cheat. I feel like there were feelings involved because she was seeing in real time the type of man that her husband has spent every minute convincing her doesn't exist. Blake probably thought Ryan was the perfect catch when she met him because she was young and naive. But now that she's a grown woman and a mother and very career driven, I bet she wishes that she would have made different choices. Seeing a man willingly and happily do all of the things that you wish your husband would do or that you have been begging him to do can definitely confuse you and make emotions build up. I believe that right now we are witnessing the real dynamic of Blake and Ryan's marriage coming to light and that they are both each other's greatest downfall. Let me know if you agree with my take or what other interesting sleuthing items you found. It was absolutely great talking to you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!